Hi guys, Anel Tunes back in another mixing tutorial. I know it's been very long since I last did a tutorial, but I've decided today to do one of the most asked questions about this song that I did. This is a song called Mondawo by B2C, a very popular song in Uganda, where I come from, one of the biggest songs. But I would like to answer a certain question that have been asked always. How do I make my vocals to be consistent throughout the whole mix?
I wanna visit you, babe. I used to eat your banana. Used to call me, babe. And I eat your banana.
So you hear the vocals there are very consistent. The vocal is very much even, but I'm going to try and remove this particular compressor that I used on this particular song, and we hear how it sounds like.
I wanna visit you, babe. I used to eat your banana. Used to call me, babe.
So you hear when he sings, I wanna visit you, babe. It's loud. Then when it comes to I used to eat your banana, it gets a bit low. So you feel there's an inconsistency in that particular verse. And it goes on and on throughout the song. So to even that out without using automation, I used the CLA2A compressor because of its simplicity. We only have the gain and the peak reduction. So the more peak reduction, the more compression you get, the more gain. Of course, it will be like the makeup gain, the more output you'd get. So you even feel that when I apply this particular compressor, the vocal comes more on top. Okay, so let's listen.
I wanna visit you, babe. I used to eat your banana. Used to call me, babe.
So you realize when I put it on, the vocal comes more in your face and it's more clear and more consistent. So what I did, I only just had to push this the peak reduction, this particular knob here, to around 70. And I actually don't normally look at the numbers here. I look at how much this meter here, this VU meter moves. It is actually, this is the gain reduction. I look at how much gain reduction I'm getting. You decide what you see here by this knob here. So when you see GR, normally means gain reduction. Input means input, of course, you know how much audio is entering into the compressor. And output tells you how much audio is getting out of the compressor after being processed. So I like to show the gain reduction because it tells me how much effect I'm getting, how much reduction I'm getting. Now, since the difference between the quiet parts and the loud parts, which I would call dynamic range, was too much in this particular song, what I did, I tried to push it a little bit. So I'm getting up to around -10 gain reduction or -10 compression. That means the loud parts are being brought down to -10 in order to make it more even in all this verse or in all this recording. Meaning that the quiet parts will not sound as quiet without the compressor, and the loud parts won't sound as loud. So it will sound more even. So basically, that's what I did. And I think I've answered so many questions that you've been asking me how I make those vocals to be consistent, to sit and in your face, and they're consistent throughout the whole song. Even when the singer goes very high keys or goes to those high notes, you still feel it's within the ball pocket. It's not really getting so loud. This is how I time it. So when it goes loud, the compressor will pull them down. And I just use this simple compressor just like that because many people think you have to use these complicated compressors and what, but actually it's the simple things that really work, that really do the magic. I don't have to go into the ratio, to go into the release, to go into the attack of a compressor. I just use this particular one here and we get the work done. So let's listen to just again this part.
I wanna visit you, babe. I used to eat your banana. Used to call me, babe. And I eat your banana. Muni matabunda. Nayagalanya chencha chembazo.
Let's try to listen to the second verse, that is Bobby Lash.
I wanna get your loving, the lose no loving, me got your body. Looking so fresh, me wanting the way you jiggle me bed, no calling. The way your body talking, mukwangu saba parking, kazanyo body winding, uli amukwata kutu reporting. The way your body talking.
You had, I tried to remove it and I felt the vocal lost something, lost a bit of character. But when I apply this compressor, the vocal gets that real serious character, that attitude, the highs, there's a way it sounds that I cannot explain in words just by using this particular compressor here. So it's that simple, nothing really complicated. Thank you for watching, and I'll be sharing more in this particular vocal chain for this particular song, because it seems people are loving this sound, and I've met so many people who are using this song as their reference track when they're mixing, when they're mastering this song. They're using this particular mix as the standard for their mixing and mastering. So I'll be showing you more about this particular song and how I did these vocals, and then we shall go to the instrumentation, and we shall go to the mastering. Just keep locked to this channel. Please subscribe, follow, and yeah. Thank you. Anel Tunzia. See you in our next episode.